It's working. Hello, people. Sorry, I had a hard time going live. Hey, hi. I think my connection got lost, so I'm a minute late. I'm sorry. That's not. I'm usually not late. Okay. Trying to find good color. I don't know. I put on some lights and hope it helps with the webcam. I don't know. I just do it like this, like that, like that. Hello, everyone. There's Kith. There's Northern Danny. What's up, quote? Yeah. So once again, each time I'm wearing a cap or something, it's because I don't have any hairstyle on. But it's a really good way to just hide my hair. Um, so yeah, tonight is just oh, I should have put on a proper outfit now that I think about it, because I do have something that will have gotten better with the hat, but okay, next time. So, hello everyone. It is for most of you 3 p.m. or 2 or 1 or lunchtime, I guess. For me, it's 9. I'm back in France. Um, and I hope everyone is doing well. When are you moving to South Carolina with the boyfriend? Oh, South Carolina would be a really neat state to move to. There's the pace of life over there is always so addicting. I'd say people are very nice, and it's just a rhythm of life that I definitely appreciate. Um, I've always had this feeling that people living on the coast are a lot more laid back, and it's real. I mean, I can definitely see that every time I go there. It's fun. Wow, Corey, you're watching me from work. Well, hello. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you won't get into any trouble for doing that. It's a nice hat. Thank you. I got it in Arizona, so that's a hat that is getting a bit old, but I don't really wear it that much. But I like it. It does the job. Bonsoir d'un polyglotte américain. We have people speaking French here. I like it. Um, I would love to do my live in French, but well, most of you guys wouldn't understand me. But that would be nice if we could go like back and forth in different languages. Hello, Russell. I'm good. How's Ruby? Haven't seen Ruby in pictures on the Patreon chat in a while. I hope she's doing well. I hope you're doing well. Um, I am well. I'm a bit tired, but I think it's the end of the week and such. Eastern Shore of Maryland. Wow, I've been to Maryland, Baltimore, but definitely I haven't really explored the state yet properly. There's just so much to see. But I did enjoy Baltimore a lot. I got that how do you call it? Not a flyer poster from one of you guys a long time ago. So yeah, I was happy when I finally got to go to Baltimore. Yeah, how are you? Said Paul. Which American accent do you find most charming? Oh, so I'm well, thank you. Hope you're well too. Which American accent? Um, well, definitely the Connecticut accent, especially because they don't pronounce the C in the middle, and I just find it. I don't know. It's just I never understand that. I mean, there's so many letters we don't pronounce in French, but that one is like it's a C. It's in the middle of the word, and it's like nope, nope, no, it's not there. Tennessee. Well, that's so cool. Did I bring my hat in Tennessee? I don't remember if I had it on my vlogs when I went to Tennessee, but that would have definitely been a place to wear it. Speaking of Arizona, you're from Phoenix. Nice. I've never. So when I was in Arizona, I did a lot of hikes, and that was really amazing. But Phoenix, I only only just went through a couple of times. I never stopped, which I do hope I will get to visit. That's the city at least once. But yeah, just think about how much easier it would be to see more of America if you lived here. I know, I know. I've been definitely looking into it. It's a bit scary because it's a lot of papers and such. I'm definitely gonna try to ask for the green card at the end of the year. But the last immigration time definitely scared me, and I know when I'm gonna go back to States, and I'm actually terrified of going through immigration again. And I really wish there was a way for me to not have to go through that. It's I'm so scared about it. I try not to think about it too much because I don't want to attract any bad vibe or whatever. But it's yeah, I mean, last time has been difficult, and especially I mean, I've been seeing so many unfortunate stories of people trying to go through immigrations in the States, and yeah, it's pretty bad. But I don't know. Anyway, oh my God, there's already so many comments. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I am definitely trying to read every one of them. Ruby's good. I'm building a new duck house for her. Well, that's awesome. I think you mentioned it in the Patreon chat, but I haven't been on the app too much today, so I didn't answer yet. But that's cool. Danny says I'm tired enough that I'm already ready for next weekend for real. Actually, I would say that too. Your name is Marie. Yeah, my name is Marie. I always say my name is Mary because for a very long time I had no idea. Um, America in general, North America had the name Marie, and I've always thought, I don't know, I gotta translate it and say Mary, but I've learned that no, Marie exists, and I feel like it's kind of like too late for me because I'm so used to say hi, I'm Mary. But yeah, that's my name. Yeah. Long time watcher here from South Louisiana. Yeah, I've seen your goat profile picture a lot in the last few years. That's true. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. It's very easy to remember your profile pic because it's green, and that's usually not the case, I guess. But yeah. That's fun. Come to Seattle. I would love. It's definitely on the list. It was on my bucket list for this year. Still not sure if I will make it this year, but yeah, it's definitely on the list. I loved watching your short clip of driving through Mississippi on the way to the air show. How was a long Mustang drive? It was definitely probably the best drive ever. I so enjoyed it. Big, big thanks to Danny again for making this happen. We were so lucky because we had perfect weather. It was not too hot. We saw the sunrise going in. I mean, like going to the show, and then we got to see the sunset, beautiful sunset, when we came back at the end of that day. And it was just a overall really fantastic day, and I loved it. And I think, if I'm not wrong, that night we dropped off the Mustang. So I really, really like enjoyed every second I had with it. But it was great, and I cannot wait to have another opportunity to drive one. Definitely, yeah. Um, oh yeah, the Superstition Mountain hike. Yeah, that one was it was a good one. Same. I remember in Arizona, that was so weird. It was March. I came during the March month, and it was so cold in the morning, and it got so hot in the day. And it was so weird because I don't know, just 2 or 3 hours, difference, the weather would change so much. I mean, not the weather, the temperature. And it's something that, apparently it's totally normal in Arizona. But I was really not expecting that. And my body wasn't. And I do remember I got a huge cold for like a week, an entire week, and I still had it in San Diego. Um, but yeah, it's uh I do remember those hikes. It was nice. Hawaii, yeah, for sure. Hawaii would be nice too. Very expensive though, unfortunately. And then Prairie, Minnesota? Are you kidding? I've been there so many times. I mean, not so many times, but a couple of times. That's so cool. Man, what a small world. Oh, someone from Quebec. How nice. That's so cool. So hi everyone. Sorry, I keep talking and I don't even say. Oh, Bill and Nella here. Oh my God, that's so cool. Hi people. Oh, that's so nice. You might people remember my Bella and Nella from my Minnesota vlogs. Um, I mean, they were in every one of my videos. So that is so cool. Hi, I hope you guys are doing well. I miss you guys. I hope to see you this year. That would be nice. Um, you live in the States and you're scared too. Yeah, I know. New Hampshire, we have someone from New Hampshire. Nice. So is it spring finally in New Hampshire? I was so same. It was so cold, still cold and snowy in New Hampshire and Vermont, late March, which I guess is normal, but 21st of March is spring, and here, at least in France, it's like, yeah, flowers are blooming and all that. And then, one day I was around flowers and all that. And then the next day, landing in Boston and driving up to New Hampshire and Vermont, it was cold and snowy. And I was like, oh, wow, that's, yeah, interesting. But, which is interesting because we are on the same latitude, I think you say. But it still is, the weather could still be so different. Um, ooh, that's that's cool. So many people are from Minnesota. That's nice. And to go to Indiana Fever Games and see what this Catlin Clark craze is all about. No idea what you're talking about, Tom Popiro. Um, are you are you talking about the what's happening in Indiana? The race or something? Oh, Bill is with us. Hi, Bill. Sedona was amazing too. That's right. Sorry, I'm trying to read as fast as possible your your comments. I think he lived in the US in a past life. So many people tell me that I'm a former, French, from the like the first French who arrived in the States and all that. That I must be like someone like that. And I would not even be surprised about it because of my fascination for this country now. But yeah, that's that's fun to think about. I'm right next to the airport. You driven by my house. Are you talking about the Manchester airport in New Hampshire? I like this one. They have a big moose, and I'm actually looking at a moose picture now, and it's a real size one, which is if- it's it's beautiful, but it's giant, and it's a bit terrifying to think that there are such big animals out there that you could see whenever you would be in the woods. But I would love to see one. I haven't seen one yet. I've seen bears, coyotes. I don't think I've seen wolves in the States, definitely in France though. But yeah, a lot of people wouldn't want a moose encounter because it can get very, angry and violent. But I guess I would love to see one from far away, that type of encounters. Um, Southern Louisiana. Wow. Oh, nice. How is expensive even domestically? Really? Wow. Wow, I didn't know that. Um, oh yeah, yeah. So Don is talking about my videos from the World War One and Two uh places like cemeteries and all that. I do have a playlist that has every videos I made about Normandy, Verdun, and other places I believe in France, where I just document those places. So if you want to check them out, there's a playlist, and you can find on my website too. It's a whole category, like a whole thing, so easy to find. I have no trip planned yet this year to go to another one. There's so much in Normandy that I haven't seen yet because it's the long coast and so much happened. So I definitely need to go back there. But even in Verdun and up north, still so much to see. But yeah, Grand Marais. Wow, we have people from. I really loved my time there. Minnesota is so amazing. Seriously, guys. I don't know if I think it's a, how do you call it, a flyover state, and I don't understand why, because it has so much to offer. I mean, I've been there twice, and I'm always amazed at everything. It's especially the lake. That is not a lake, but more like an ocean. It's just so big. It's crazy. North Carolina. That's cool. I was there a couple of months ago. Um, oh, French Canadians. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of people are from, yeah. I'm also a New Hampshire native living in Boston these days, and I love your channel. Oh, that's so cool. That's amazing. I really love that each time I post like a video from me exploring a brand new state that I haven't, explored before, I get many people like interested in what I see that are living in those states, and it's just so cool. I like it. Uh, Oh, okay, well, that's pretty cool. How is the quality of the roads in highway in France compared to the US? That's a good question. I was actually thinking about how the Vermont roads I drove on were actually pretty good for roads that are up north. They are good. Honestly, they are the best I've driven on. It's yeah, I mean the highways in France, it's perfect. They always make sure it's. I mean, it's the best road you can drive on. To be honest, I that's true. I don't think I appreciate that enough. But yeah, that's true. I mean, I've never had to complain about maybe like small portions in really like, when the highway go through remote areas and such. Um, but that's an interesting question. Yeah, bisons. Yep, we do have them in Europe. They are. Did you see the bison holding up the traffic recently in Yellowstone? I haven't seen that, but I bet that was pretty amazing to see. You should consider Mackinac Island in Michigan during the summer. Mackinac? I wouldn't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, Michigan. Michigan is to me it's a big state that I'm definitely gonna need a couple of trips to see what I want to see. But Michigan has Detroit. Detroit has the Fort Museum. You all know that it's the first thing on my bucket list from the first video I put this year on my channel. Bucket list of places to go. So yeah, I mean, I'm a countryside girl, so everything nature I would love to do. Uh, Maryland, so many people from Maryland. That's pretty cool. California, wow. So California, it is 12:20 for you guys, right? I think we have 9 hour time difference. I'm not sure. Um, if you know how it was Easter, I got chocolates from my family. Those are so good. No idea if you know them, but it's a lot of people don't like them because they're really dark. They're better for your health. That's where I prefer them. But they're really good. Lint is good chocolate. Yeah, 70%. That's a lot. I've seen a lot of lint in American stores, which I was surprised about. I didn't know it was that popular. Um, Especially when you have Hershey's and all that over there. But yeah, a little good. I like them. Branson, Missouri. I got a sweatshirt of Branson, Missouri, but I haven't been there. A friend of mine did. Would you ever visit Montana or Idaho? I've been to Montana. So if you haven't seen my videos about Montana, you gotta look into the playlist A Summer in North America 2024, I think it was. Actually, that was probably 2023. Wow, yeah. But I've been there. Yeah, I mean, Montana still is probably the first on my list to places I would love to live in for a couple of months or whatever. I mean, it's yeah. Did the immigration people question you why are frequently visiting the US. Oh yeah, I mean, the guy asked, "What do you do? Like what do you do? Like what do you?" He asked that in a way like, "What do you see? What do you explore?" I was like, I mean, do you know how big is your country? Like, even if I were to take my lifetime to visit one country, I mean, this country, it would not even be enough to visit everything. I was like, well, museums and parks and I don't know, maybe he was not interested in all this tourism thing, but that's a question that I was like, what do you want me to do as a visitor? Visit. I was like, there's just so much. Well, yeah. Anyway, that immigration thing was, I mean, definitely, I got the wrong, I mean, not the wrong, but the bad guy, I guess, because the guy next to him was so much more welcoming and just happy, like, hey, welcome, what are you gonna do? Oh, nice. But he was still doing his job, checking everything, but it was just so so different. I guess I wasn't was unlucky that day, I guess. But yeah, another person from California. That's cool. When are you going to visit California again? I don't know. I don't know. Yet again, it's just so many places to visit. It's hard to choose. I know almost exactly where I'm going for my next trip. And for now, California is not in it. That doesn't mean I won't visit California this year because I do need an in and out at some point. Although in and out is now in a couple of states, I believe. But there's the national park, or is it a state park? But the is it called the redwoods? Those giant sequoia, maybe the sequoia park. I don't know. This is definitely on my bucket list, and I do want to visit and explore more of northern California for sure. Um, yeah, I mean, California is pretty big when I think about it, so not easy to, make a choice where to go. Driving around the Alps must be amazing. I saw it somewhere. Yeah, it is. It's definitely my favorite thing to do, especially when you go through the tunnel of Mont Blanc, the highest peak in Europe, and then you go from France to Italy, and it's the most beautiful, the yeah, the most gorgeous, in that English? Maybe, sights I've seen. It's just wow. Yeah. I mean, I will always remember this feeling I had. I was like, "Is that real?" And it was. It just beautiful. Texas, that's cool. It was cool to see you in the Connecticut video. The scene of you at the dunking was no joke, walking distance from my apartment. For real. What a small world. That's so cool. Hope you loved it in Star City. I sure did. I sure did. And you mentioned in Dunkin' Dunkin' Donut. Let me tell you, people, I just heard, how much I love Dunkin'. I know it's not good, but that's, one of my weakness, I guess. Dunkin' is coming to France next month, like I think May 15. They're gonna open a couple of stores around Paris. Well, fortunately, it's Paris, so that won't be, some like a place I can go to whenever I want. I mean, I can, but it's expensive, right? I live far away from Paris. But then they're gonna open more stores around, and I'm just I'm excited about it because I really love Dunkin', and I know they have it in Switzerland, and so I had it like the last time I was in Switzerland, which was like months ago. But it just, Krispy Kreme arrived last year, and then Dunkin' is coming, and they are doing something for French people. It's gonna be they're gonna have croissant and such, which I'm like, really. But I think we have enough, like real bakeries for that. But I think they're trying to just adjust to the French people and such. Um, I do believe Krispy Kreme is doing well though. But yeah, I'm just excited about it because I really love Dunkin'. So, but at the same time, it feels like it won't be a novelty, each time I'm coming to States because I would know that they are in France. So I don't know, but I'm happy for people, people who cannot go to the States, and a lot of French people, especially the younger generation, they want to try a lot of fast food from the States, but London has a lot of them, Switzerland too, but not France because of bunch of laws around food and all, which are great, and I think it's better like that. But for some people, it will give them the opportunity to just try Dunkin'. So I think that's cool. Anyway, sorry, I talk too much. I'm from California, Arizona, North Carolina. You guys are from everywhere. That's so cool. Me, you have Lent also in where? Oops, in Quebec. Yeah, I've seen it. That's true. The Carvet Museum, I've seen it twice because I've drove past it twice. Didn't stop because didn't have the time for. But there's a big Corvette that is kind of like getting out of nowhere, and it's like, yeah, that's the museum. I didn't remember that. That was fun. Have you been to Dollywood yet? I haven't been there. Definitely on the list too. Um, mm, 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 Waterloo, absolutely. I've been hearing so much about Waterloo. Tampa Bay, Florida. Oh, I've been there. So cool. There's a place near here where I think you can fly a P-51. I like that. You can fly a P-51. Do you see my beautiful P-51? That's so cool. I actually bought it in the museum of Normandy, the which museum? Well, the World War II museum in Normandy. I bought it. It was like 15 bucks. I've seen it. I've seen this kind of thing before, but it was always like 30 bucks or something. And this time it was like just 15 bucks. So I was like, oh, I'm finally gonna get my own little P-51 Mustang. I was happy. I think it looks cool. Sorry, I'm gonna stop showing off. Love the hat. Thank you. Love watching your channel. Thank you for visiting Lake Superior and the Upper Peninsula area. I live in California now, but know the area well. Ooh, that's far away from your hometown, if that was your hometown. But yeah, beautiful area. Have you bought a burner phone yet? A burner phone. Yeah, I've bought a couple of them in the past. Why would I need one now? I'm wondering. Well, that might come in handy actually. I'm working today, but wanted to say stop by and say hello. Thank you so much, Derek. That's you. That's really nice. I hope you won't get into trouble for being on YouTube when you're at work. Have you been to Finland? I haven't. And that's actually a place I need to go for a personal reason that I probably actually mentioned in the a friend of mine was from Finland. She passed away when she was 18, and I'd like to go see her grave. And well, obviously, there's much more to say in Finland, but it's on the list too. I think I'm not going probably because I'm scared, but I think I will make it there one day. I mean, I will. It's not, I think. Yeah. I really love that you are really moving around the United States and not just visiting the usual spots. Yeah, I have not seen many people visit New Hampshire. I know, right? And even when I'm like big cities and such, I try to do stuff that are a bit like off the road because, well, it's complicated because not everything is well, like it's not easy to go from one point to another and all that. But I think you get much more out of visiting those kind of places, or like flyover states or whatever, than just doing whatever the everyone is doing. It's cool to see New York City. I would love to go back. It's cool to see Los Angeles, but it was much more interesting to go deep in the bayou and visit New Hampshire, Minnesota. I still don't understand why people keep talking about New York City and all that when you can get much more from going to the other states. But that's probably social media for you, and I think it's a bit of a shame. Although I guess, but when I was in Louisiana or Minnesota and in other states, it's always Americans. I'm usually the only foreigner around, which again I think it's a shame because yeah, if you go to a big city, yeah, oh yeah, you're gonna hear Russian, you're gonna hear French, Spanish, and all that. So there's a lot like Nashville, Tennessee. there were just so many foreigners, tourists and all that. But as soon as we went, out of the way, it was like, I mean, out of the big roads and such, no, just Americans everywhere. And like I said, it's not always easy to just, rent a car and do stuff as a tourist. But yeah, I'm just glad I'm doing that. Anyway. Hello, Miss Mary. Hope you're having a delightful day. Yay! Thank you. I hope you too. I am so late in my. Oh, thank you, Dennis. Oh, thank you for being you. Oh, thank you. That's something. It's hard on YouTube to stay yourself. I mean, not for me, but the algorithm is always pushing you to do what works and all that. And usually it's not authentic. It's just what makes views, what gives you money, but that's not what you actually want to put out and, put out there. And I see so many YouTubers just following this algorithm and getting away from their actual goal or values and all that. And I think it's very sad. I do understand it's very satisfying to see views and money or whatever, but I think it's much more satisfying to stay true to yourself and show what you want to show. But thank you. Thank you for that, Dennis. Have you played the new album by Jan Mensik yet? I haven't. I should probably write that down. I don't even know. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've heard it before. I mean, heard that artist before. Have you been to the Grand Canyon? Yes, I've been there. You can find it in my Arizona playlist. I think the playlist is called The French Girl in Arizona, and it's the last video of that playlist, if I am right. I'm wrong. It's the third to the last, I believe. I'm actually not sure. But yeah, I've been there and it's definitely, I mean, Grand Canyon is, I, I don't know. There's no word for this place. It's like I thought for a couple of seconds, it's not real. It's like a green, how do you call that? A green wall or something because it was just so huge and vast. And then your eyes get used to this vastness, hugeness, if that's English, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's real. It's that big. It's amazing. And I was lucky to see the sunrise in Grand Canyon, and that was a really great experience. So yeah, you can definitely find it in the playlist, and it's the French Girl in Arizona playlist. And I got my reaction on video, like the first time I saw it, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, Tom Cruise on the P-51. I'm so not surprised about that. I didn't know Tom Cruise was that skilled. He doesn't have like I think he doesn't even have a stunt. Did you say a stunt? Like someone who does the dangerous things for you in movies, and he has actual like licenses and all for driving, flying planes and all that. He's awesome, to be honest. I remember watching the last um what's that movie? Super well known that they did tons of them in the plane coming to the States, and I really loved it. What is it? What's the name of the movie? I don't remember. Um, it's a very well known movie, Mary. I don't know, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. P.F. Jones, I really found a connection. Mission Impossible? No, the movie with all the planes and Top Gun. Yeah, Top Gun. Thank you. Some people are following. That's good. Top Gun. Yeah. So I remember watching the last Top Gun on my way to the States, and I loved it. And I was just couldn't believe that he was actually flying those planes. But yeah. Hoping to see you in a car going through or over the Rocky Mountains. Yeah, that would be something. That would be a trip to plan ahead of time because probably a long trip. But yeah, have not went to Key West, Florida yet. No, I haven't, and it's. I think it's the seventh on my bucket list of the 10 destinations I want to go to this year. It's probably not gonna happen. But yeah, it's something a lot of you guys have been mentioning the keys so many times on a lot of my videos, and I've just, I've grown interested in it and definitely Googled it a couple of times, and it looks awesome. So that's why it's on my. I mean, what I want to do is, drive through all these islands and go to the very, very, very uh, far of the very end, and just stop at a random local restaurant. Like the real experience. I'd love to do that. But yeah, I haven't been yet. Your Harley Davidson adventure is still open when you are ready. Thank you, David, in Texas. So still, absolutely no idea when I'm going to make it to Texas. Getting ready, as you can see for sure. Um, that would definitely not be that first part of the year because I already have plans, and then it's summer, and I'm not going to Texas during summer. But who knows? Maybe for fall when temperatures are going to be better. To me, it's really far away. I cannot plan that far away, unfortunately. I actually don't even know if I'm gonna be where I'm gonna be at that time. But I do need to do Texas. I mean, I've been to yeah, like 30 states or something, and I did not even make it to Texas yet. It's like, what's wrong, Mary? And I do have a hat, so I will make it there at some point. Um, Love watching your travels around the US. You're from Pittsburgh, Tom. Interesting. I do want to go to Pittsburgh because it looks nice. I'm going to take another chocolate, but I'm going to read your comments. Um, oh, someone's going to a zoo. That's nice. The San Diego Zoo, if you remember my videos, guys, just had like really rare babies, and I cannot remember which one is it. But I was like, wow, I've been there. That's so cool. Um, and I think you've seen that very viral videos of those elephants making a circle because of the earthquake they had a couple of days ago. That's fascinating. But yeah, anyway. Oh my God, so many comments. Sorry, people. Um, Houston has shoe police are also donut shop. Really nice. Yeah, I know. I'm really trying to not do like to try other, like local, not a chain donut shops, but it's hard when you like drinking so much. Have enjoyed your content thus far, but it's probably not safe to travel here anymore. Yeah, maybe you could introduce us to friends instead. Well, guys, I do have so many videos of me around friends that nobody cares about, but they're there, they're on the channel. So you just have to go through the playlist. And to be honest, even if it was a couple of years ago, I think I did a pretty good job editing them and filming them. And you get to see a lot of parts of France, the Alps, the Burgundy area, a bit of Paris. There's a bit of my hometown, I believe, um, and other parts of France. The Middle Mountains. That was a nice trip that I did. I mean, I have a lot of videos about France that I filmed for you. Like I filmed in the States, like you are with me, and we're just traveling together. But they're from years ago. You just have to go on my channel on the playlist, and then it's just like you're gonna say it's like France. Come to France with me or something like that. There's a couple of playlists like this, and so not that I don't want to do that for now, but it's a lot of work, to go around and film that, and I still have so many videos to edit from my last trip, and it's also expensive, and so I can't really do that right now. um, Although nowadays, price of the gas is getting down, so I'm happy about it because it was really getting too expensive. Anyway, yeah. Tom Cruise P-51 Mustang is currently at the Plains of Fame Air Museum in Chile. I didn't know. That's pretty cool. That's another reason for me to go to California. That's cool. Do you believe they're really found in connection to Egypt and the Grand Canyon? I don't know. Is it? I never heard about it, or if I did, I completely forgot about it. I mean, that would be amazing because it's that's far away from each other. But yeah. I didn't know about the Egypt and Grand Canyon. Well, I guess it's like the Mayas and and the pyramids in Egypt, I guess. But yeah. When will you visit Dallas, Texas? Well, I think you already answered that question. Whenever I'm going to be in Texas, Dallas probably going to be on the list, but I don't know when. That's for sure. Cruise allowed is Mustang to be put on this. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't follow much of the making of the movies and afterwards, but that was a great movie, Top Gun. And I've never been a, you know, I don't watch the Marvels and all that. I know I should, but there's a lot of just really well-known movies that I don't watch. But I was really happy with Top Gun because that was a really nice one. What are the other places on my list, on my bucket list? I need to rewatch my own video to remember. But there is the first one is Detroit and to go to the Ford Henry Ford Mustang. I mean Henry Ford Museum to see the Mustangs. So there is the Keys, um, and I think it's a 8 or 10. And I honestly I couldn't. It's too late in the day for me. I couldn't. I mean, I don't know. Well, which Seattle, Vancouver, Texas are on the list. And yeah, there's a video about it that you can find. I put it at the beginning of the year. Just have to scroll a bit down on my videos. But yeah, you would find it. Rhode Island. I actually thought I was gonna make it to Rhode Island last year, but we ended up like going around it, and I know that I do need to go back and I mean go there. I think it's the smallest state, right? But I think you actually have quite a lot to see, and it's beautiful because it's on the coast, is what I remember. But yeah, the best road trips are the ones where you check out the off the beaten path. Yeah. Oh yeah, off the beaten path. That's what I was, meaning to say, but that's better said. Yeah. Victoria, British Columbia. I've been to British Columbia. Same. It's on the playlist. Vancouver, definitely. I mean, it's on the list, but the list is long. If I go to Vancouver, that means I mean I want to do Seattle and Vancouver at the same time because it's not that far. And yeah, Vancouver is over there. Yeah, there were another. Oh yeah, Banff, something like that I want to go back to because I've only been to a small area of it during my Glacier National Tour. So yeah. Well, in Texas, you could possibly make a visit to the battleship USS Texas. Oh, really? I didn't know that. She served in both world wars. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I've been to almost every USS ship that were in towns that I visited, so I would definitely love to see that. On your content, I'm also a little jealous. Oh, I live in northern New Hampshire for most of the entire and I've never seen it. Oh, the Fisher cat, right? I mean, we got so lucky. I mean, that was amazing. We were doing our second hike of the day in the woods, and then I don't know. Boyfriend and I were just in conversation, and I saw something, and I was like, "What's that?" And that I thought it was a cat. I was like, no, I've never seen cats like that, in the States. I rarely see cats in the States to begin with. And then boyfriend was like, "Oh, that's a fisher." And I was like, "What? That's what?" I didn't even know about that. And then the best of it is that we could actually take our time and enjoy the fisher. I mean, the view of the fisher, the site, because he was doing a long like round, like he was riding around us in a very like big circle, so we had time to look at it, and it was great. And then I heard that it was really really rare to see them, and I got so lucky. I mean, my first time in New Hampshire, and I think it was the first day, and I saw one. And yeah, that was really cool to see. I think it's also really cool that I got it on video to show you guys. But yeah, I do remember that. That's really cool. Um, Anyway, I found a really great biker restaurant last week that is on the bayou with gators. Ah, that's nice. Na, na, na. Oh, your text move. I don't know where is it. Oh, oops, sorry. I don't know. That moved. Oh, that moved because of the nation. Oh, thank you, Bradley. That's my chat is. There's so much lag in my chat. A Canadian National Park in Maine would be pretty nice. I know, actually, you can talk to the Canadian French speakers. Then you could drive them. I know. So I actually wanted to go to Maine the last time I was in the States in late March, because I thought it would be great and beautiful, but it's Maine in March is just snow, everything is closed, and I had the wrong timing, unfortunately. But I really, really wanted to go there. So I'm definitely gonna not go back, but go at some point. And also, yeah, there's definitely the French speaking areas that I want to check out, and some islands around the coast too that I do need to go back. I do want to make like a whole series of me going to those parts of the states and Canada where they still speak some kind of French, and see how we can understand each other, see how the language has evolved. But that would be a big trip. That would be a lot of stops, and that will be expensive too. So not for now, but yeah, it's definitely something I've been thinking more and more. I mean, we do have Saint-Pierre-et-Miquelon, which belongs to France, so that would definitely be easier for me to fly there first, and then it's crooked. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's crooked. Um, and then go to other island. Maybe I should do that. That would be maybe that would be easier for me to go through immigration if I were to go through those little islands, you know? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Oh, thank you. That gave me a good idea. um, you gotta go. Well, bye bye. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know what's your name. YouTube channel is your name. I also want to recommend you check out nearby Toledo. I've heard about it a lot. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, there's so much that I've been seeing that a lot of people are like, "Wow, nobody goes there, but it's cool," you know? And I'm like, how come nobody talks about it? Just like um it's like in Georgia, was it in Georgia, Rock City? And like this is such a beautiful place. It's I don't know. It's Vancouver zip lines. Yeah, we we're gonna make it at some point. Carousel Club is better. I'm not sure what a carousel club is, but yeah. Um, Traveling USA is basically visiting all of Europe, sort of. Well, that's completely. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's completely different. But I guess you are talking in terms of distance. In that case, yeah, I mean, it's half a continent. So yeah, it's in terms of distance, it is exactly the same. Yeah. Um, I'm sorry, I'm not following with all the comments. Na, 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 na. Having a wildlife encounter is the best, isn't it? I mean, so far, so I've seen a fisher, I've seen two bears. I completely forgot about the bear I saw when I was in Canada on the train, but then I saw one that I really had the time to see when on my last day in Minnesota, and that was pretty cool. He was a young bear. And then what else did I see? I mean, I saw a lot, but haven't seen a moose yet. That's kind of my first, on top of my list. Um, can you understand American French? What is American French? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Like American people speaking French? Is this what you're asking? I'm not sure. Main hotels have had a huge drop in business this year from Canada. I know, I know. I've been hearing a lot about what's going on, and I mean I'm shocked because in March I saw some graphs, I think you say, and like the visits from foreigners, not Canadian included, was down by 30% in March in the States, which is huge, and it's going to impact so many business. And it's thing. I mean, it's very sad. But yeah, obviously, I've been hearing a lot about Canadians canceling their trips and such. which is, understandable. I mean, like I said, I'm terrified for the next time I'm gonna go through immigration and exactly the day and all that, and it just scares me so much. I'm so scared to. I'm not even scared if they put me, in jail or whatever. It's more like just being refused entry. That would messed up my whole plans. I wouldn't be able to see my boyfriend, my friends, and all that, and it would just be terrible. And then I don't know. It's terrifying, to be honest. Like I said, I so wish there was another way for me to go through immigration, but I don't know. I cannot wait 4 years like a lot of you guys are saying it's not possible. The first reason you can't understand it is the boyfriend reason. I cannot go 4 years without seeing my boyfriend. And it's just I'm not, it's hard, but I don't wanna go away from this country and the people when I think it's not fair, I feel, for the country and the people to just choosing not, even though the reasons are understandable. I just think it's like, well, no, I kind of want to fight a bit, like I don't know how I say that, but yeah. That reminds me, I have to send you a video of a river otter in Grand Portage from this winter. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I want to see that. It's absolutely incredible that you saw a fish or cat on your first. I know, right? I spent 30 and never saw one. Wow, it's really special. I know, right? I mean, it's crazy. I know, and last time I was in New Hampshire like a month ago, 2 months ago now, or months ago, I don't know. We went and walked. In the woods again, and I really wished I would see one again. But I guess that wasn't the day for that. But yeah. Have you been to Virginia? Yes, it was actually my first ever trip. I landed in DC, and then I was staying in West Virginia, but did go to a couple of places in Virginia. And if I am not wrong, Blackwater Falls are in Virginia. I hope I'm not saying something wrong, but I do remember going there. And then, yeah, I don't remember. I mean, that was my first trip, so you can find the videos of that on my playlist. I don't remember what else I did in Virginia. I mean, that was a long time ago. But yeah, I've been there. Definitely want to go back for like the colors in the fall and such, and the mountains for sure. Yeah. Canadians canceling their trips to the USA means that New York City hotel rooms will be a bit cheaper. Oh, really? That's good. Maybe I should plan a trip to New York City then. It's so expensive. Um, you badly want to return to France. Well, then come. I don't think customs, migration are that tough. I mean, I don't even think you see people. It's everything is with machines now. It was the same when I mean, no, but when I lived in Canada and went through immigration, it's those machines. They just take a picture of you, they scan your passport, and then that's it. And usually you don't even see a human. I wish it would be like that for the States, you don't see people's face. That would be good. 4 years will pass quickly, boyfriend say. I don't think so. Good gracious. There's a big election coming up. Oh, the rallies will probably have been great. I didn't know about that. Did you tour Chicago? Dennis asked. I actually wanted to put my Chicago t-shirt on tonight. I forgot. So, if you've seen my couple of like 2 or 3 videos away, you heard me say that I was in Chicago because I've been to Chicago. I did tour Chicago on a boat by feet a lot, and it was an incredible trip. I mean, I loved it. I loved everything about Chicago, especially meeting 2 of my patrons there. They were the sweetest and treated me so well, and I had a great time. And I cannot wait to start editing the videos of this trip because I loved Chicago so much. It was great. I mean, it's so beautiful, and I learned so much about the city. I mean, it's so many things happened for the first time in Chicago or from Chicago or from people living in Chicago. It's a great city, and I loved it. That was cool. Yeah. Henry Ford Museum and Greenfield Village both are connected to each other. Yeah. I know, right? I think whenever I'm gonna do that, I will probably do both of them. But yet again, it's always a problem of, do we have enough time? You know, a day goes by so quickly. But yeah. Anyway, you like my hat. Thank you. I like it too. Don't wear it enough, unfortunately, but I prefer caps because they protect my face a bit more. But yeah, that's a nice hat. I do have a black one too that was sent by someone from Texas back when I had my PO box, my FrenchTastic PO box, but that was a long time ago. The hat is upstairs. But yeah, um, I adore trees. I adore the hat. Thank you. I cannot believe I've been speaking for an hour. Gosh, I speak so much. I speak too much. Our local news here in Vermont will be all over the results. So, what are you talking about? What kind of what kind of election is coming up? I'm so out of that. That's what you got from. That's what you get from for being, on your computer all day editing. I don't even know what's happening. I mean, I've heard about. I was on the phone with mom and dad earlier, and they talked about what happened in Vancouver, and I'm shocked that it happened in Vancouver because I don't know. It's just not a city where I was, thinking it could happen. It could happen, but it did, and it's very, very sad. Um, but yeah, yeah. Anyway, if you visit New England again during sugaring season, you should try sugar on snow. Sugar on snow. I think I heard that expression. I'm not sure what it is, but I hope you liked my video about the maple maple syrup never know how you pronounce this word, maple syrup, I think it is, because it was so interesting to learn about. And this little, little, it was not that, it was a little shop, but it's a, like I said, a family owned business that was like a passion at first, and then it became business. Something I didn't say and didn't mention in the video is that they were French Canadians. Nobody spoke French, unfortunately, speak French over there, but like their parents or grandparents did. And it was interesting, They probably heard I don't know what it was, if they heard my French accent or if boyfriend mentioned it was from France. I don't know. But yeah, they were French Canadian ancestry. So that was pretty cool. Which is not that surprising in New Hampshire, I guess. But yeah. A very interesting look. Again, where are your ancestors from? Spain and Italy, I believe I guessed correctly last year. Yeah, you're right. I have, in Europe, we all are from different countries. I do have people, ancestors from Spain and Italy and other parts of Europe too, apparently. I would like to take, that blood test, whatever it is, sample that tells you where you're from, but I think I will be from all over. So I don't think that would be very that would be accurate, but accurate. I'm not sure that would be interesting to do. Maple. Okay, that's maple. And then syrup. Okay. Yeah. Mhm. My impressions of Boston. The first time I went to Boston, I was like, oh, like I was so surprised because it really looked like London to me. I've been to London a couple of times, and especially the red bricks everywhere, that definitely reminded me of London a lot. But then obviously, Boston is in the States, so there's just a very American thing about the city. I loved it. I loved Boston. I think I love the fact that it has, skyscraper. Not skyscraper. Maybe it does. I don't know. Big buildings, at least. It's on the coast and the marinas, and I walked a lot in Boston. I think I stayed there a couple of days, and it was enough for me to take my time and walked around a lot. And I really liked it a lot. I was staying around how is it, the Asian area? How do you call it? I don't remember, but that was a very vibrant part of the city, and I loved it. I loved Boston. I had my worst, experience there, but there was just a couple of restaurants, and I actually had a really great time every time I've been there, and I've been there a couple of times already. I think twice, 3 times. I'm not sure. But yeah, I like Boston. Um, I think, yeah. I mean, there's things I still haven't done there that I should, I guess. But yet again, I don't know where I'm gonna be back there. Yeah. For visiting with us, always a pleasure to get to follow your adventures and look forward to your next. Thank you, Mrs. Murray. Aw, thank you. As it was gorgeous again. Yeah. Well, people. Oh, Minnesota again. I've been talking for an hour, and maybe you can hear it. I'm getting really tired. So don't eat chocolate that late. That's not good. Don't do like me. Chinatown. Thank you. Yeah, that was China. I was staying in a hostel in Chinatown in Boston, and people were really nice over there. Your Spanish visit deserved more views. I know, right? I went to Spain all by myself in a 19-hour bus drive from Paris. It was a solo trip. I stayed in a interesting hostel. I stayed a week and visited, and I had a great time, but unfortunately, nobody was interested in the videos. That happens. I mean, I did it for myself first, the experience. But yeah, you're right, Philip. I wish more people would see those videos. Do you plan on visiting Louisiana again, especially the French Louisiana? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I would love to. The only big stop for me is the weather, because I was there November and it was too hot for me. And I remember being like, wow, like it was okay still, but it was really hot even in November. And I don't even know which month I'm supposed to go because it's too hot. I guess December, January is a bit better, but well, yeah. Hello, Justin. Hi. Boston is my favorite American city, but there are countless French cities I prefer. Oh, really? Like which ones? I would love to hear about that. It's true. Have you made friends in your travels? Yes, 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 yes. Actually, a lot of them, and it's amazing. It's staying at hostels definitely helps a lot. And last time I was in Chicago, I met a girl. She was awesome. I mean, she is awesome, and we got to eat lunch a couple of times together, and she was at a conference and I was doing my own stuff, so we could only hang out in the morning and all that. But um it was great, and I'm glad because we can stay in touch, through WhatsApp or whatever. And it's just yeah, and it's amazing people you can meet in your travels. And I'm really happy that we can stay in touch and all that. And yeah, I've made a lot of friends. Actually, in Barcelona, I met 3 girls that were from the States, and they were in Spain for, like, a semester or something, and we really, like, got along well, very fast. And now we chat, from time to time. And I think it's amazing. I think it's really cool. Um, but yeah. Will you be coming back Minnesota? I have a license plate of my Mustang for you. Really? That's pretty cool. Oh, I like that. I do a lot of French people dislike Americans. I don't, I didn't grow up hearing that. That's actually when I started my channel a couple of years ago, that so many people were saying that, like, oh, French people hate Americans. And I was shocked. I was like, what? What are you talking about? All of my life, it was all about how Americans are nice, Americans are better, it's American dream, Americans are kinder. And I was really shocked that all of those, Americans saying that French people dislike them, because I've heard the opposite all of my life. Um, I would say, obviously, nowadays, a lot of more people are a bit reluctant, a bit more, I guess, negative. But yet again, when I talk to them and I make them understand that there's a difference between what's going on and the people in the country, they're like, yeah, you're right. And I don't think people hate Americans. Um, I don't think they envy you for sure, like the politics, your social security, and all that. But no, I don't know where that comes from, to be honest. I really would like to know what's going on. Like, where do, like, what's the reason for that belief? Because everyone that I'm meeting, nobody has ever said that. So I don't know. But yeah. Hello, as for a waiting board from Jackson, Tennessee. Have I been to Jackson? No, I haven't been to Jackson. I've been to Tennessee though. Yeah, are you coming back to Cape Cod? Well, I knew I need to stay longer. Gonna well watch. Right. So I don't know if I mean, why not? I mean, I wouldn't say no to going back to Cape Cod. I wouldn't know when that will be. But yeah, I mean, I need to visit more of this part. It's beautiful, beautiful region. I loved it. I saved a little turtle. If you remember, Calvin, I actually have a like a picture, but I'm too far away to take it. If you remember the so a snapping turtle we found on the beach, a really baby tiny snapping turtle that was drowning, and for whatever reason it was in the beach, on the salt water, which is wrong for them, and they need fresh water. So we rescued little Calvin, we named him, and we are hoping he's doing well. But yeah, Cape Cod, definitely I would love to go back. I do need to visit more of this part. Yeah. Aix, Manox, Avignon, Marseille, Nice, and many small Vaucluse villages. Wow, if you've been there, you've seen the real France. Pick and choose. I'm happy to hear that. It's a change from people saying they've been to France and they've only been to Paris, which is a good start, but that's not the real France. Um, yeah, from your cities, you've seen the real France. That's cool. Anyway, well, over here in North American continent, Mary, do you ever miss the super public transportation system? And do you ever get tired of riding in cars or trucks? Oh, that's an interesting question. Well, I mean, I wouldn't know because you know, the States, if you don't have a car, I mean, if you're outside of the city, you don't have a car, it's a bit difficult to move around. So it comes in handy and it's convenient to have a car. Um, I myself do not use much the public transport because I live in a remote region, I guess. When I was in college, yeah, definitely, I was definitely relying on them. I'm not sure about the super public transport unless you're talking about the train that we have here that is really train system is really well developed. That is something, yeah. I've been complaining about it for a long time now that you guys don't have it in the states, for obvious reasons and such. But it's something. It's so convenient in Europe to just hop, on and off on a train from a train and yeah, in the States, it's you do have them, but it's just so expensive, and they really don't go in a lot of different places. But um, I don't know if I would say I don't really miss. I don't know. I wouldn't say I miss the public transport when I'm in the States. Beside the train, because yeah, I've been complaining about it a couple of times whenever I was in the States. So yeah. Hi, the user bros. Bro. Francophone from Quebec, where to me, first very rude. Oh, and then suddenly, oh, really interesting. Well, I don't know. Probably depends what kind of the people you encountered. Not everyone is the same. Thank you, Prolins6443. Hello, Mary. Thank you for your great videos. They give me some ideas of places. Oh, yeah, to go visit when I'm on vacation. Oh, that's so cool. Hope you have a great day. Thank you very much. I had a great day. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's actually something that I've been reading a lot on my channel, and that makes me happy. A lot of people are watching my videos and then they get ideas and they're like, oh, hey, you've shown this in your videos a couple of months ago. Well, we've been there and blah blah blah, and we liked it, and like, oh, that's so cool. I remember people asking me which hotel I booked when I went to Niagara Falls, and I booked a hotel in which when I fell asleep in my bed. I was looking at the falls, and that was one of my favorite experience, honestly. And those people that did the same, and they had a great time, and I'm just happy my videos can be useful in some ways. So that's good. That's cool. And that's why I'm always trying to go, of the beaten road, or however you say it, because I think we have enough information about all those touristic places, and we need to have more information about those, flyover state or whatever. So that's cool. I'm happy. That makes me happy. That's cool. Yeah. Anyway, most people I don't know everything about care what people from other countries think about us. I know, right? I mean, if you ask French people, they still don't care. But yeah, I may have missed a video of this. Sorry, I'm moving the um have you driven a Mustang yet? How did you miss the video? Of course I did. Of course I did. That was in my Louisiana video. So you can Louisiana trip, so you can find it on my Louisiana playlist, and also in my favorite playlist, and also on another playlist. I think I put it in like a couple of playlists. But yeah, I mean the title is I finally drove my dream car, and you can see me in the Mustang. So yeah, I did, and it was an amazing experience. Like I said at the beginning of this live, I just cannot say thank you enough to Denny for making this happen, and we had an amazing time driving it all the way from Louisiana to Florida, going through Alabama and Mississippi. That was one of my favorite experience I had in the States. Honestly, it really made me really happy. It was great. Yeah. When you return back to France, do you have friends that speak English? If so, you and your friends should converse in English to practice. It's funny you say that. I currently have a roommate, and uh, you know how you may not know that, but now I do everything in English. It's been years. I think in English, I work in English, I dream in English. So I actually lose a bit of French, which is why I do read a lot of French books to keep, French. And yeah, so whenever I speak French, I stop on a lot of words because I'm not finding them, and the English words always come first. So it's good because my roommate speaks English, so it's like, yeah, you can say it in English, and then that's easier like this. And my roommate can also practice English speaking like that, so that's cool. But yeah. Oh, Keaton says hello. Hi, Jeff. Oh, that's cool. So you might remember my Cyprus videos, people, and my friend Jeff, and all the cats that I've shown you. There's some kittens now, and I've seen so many pictures, videos, and I'm so envious because I want a baby. I want a kitten. They're so cute. But yeah, to come back to that English thing, it's a bit of a mess for especially my family because they don't really speak English. So whenever we have like conversations, especially when I'm back, like right after I'm back from a trip to the States, it's like I cannot even talk. I cannot even have a normal full French sentence. And so I'm not even trying to converse anymore, and then be part of the conversation. I'm just listening because if I try to speak, I'm gonna stop at the like third word because I'm gonna be looking, for the French word, and they're gonna be like, and then waiting for me, and I'm like, well, that's this in English, and like, we don't know. So I'm like, well, whatever. And you cannot have a conversation when you're stopping every 5 seconds to find your words. But yeah, that's interesting. um, and I was actually talking about it with my roommate, and you talk funny. And I was mentioning that a lot of French people think I am how do you say that, showing off, like, oh, you're showing off, you're showing off your English, like when you speak English or your accent or whatever, like you're doing it on purpose, not finding your French words. And I'm like, do you understand like the mess it is in your brain? I mean, I think I'm smart, but I'm not that kind of smart, like I'm not like those people who can switch from one language to another very easily, and they don't have to look for words. I'm not like that. My brain is too many languages, you know. French and English always goes together in my mind. Spanish and Japanese, for whatever reason, they always mess with each other, and it's not something to I mean, you can laugh about it, but it's very much a mess. And then, how do you say that, like, handicapé. Let's say, for once it's on the other way around. I cannot find the English translation for that. But yeah, I mean, I guess I should work on it. But yeah, when I'm in the States, I could read French books to remember and all that. I don't know. It's a bit of a mess, but that's an interesting question. Um, anyway, sorry, I've been reading your comments. I know, Mustang merch. That would be nice. Same here, Peking. We need to remember that metro cities. London, metro and Berlin. Oh, well, that's for sure. Less populated places. Oh, right. I know, right? That's my P51 Mustang. Well, I am definitely showing off this one because it's usually not on that part of the desk. It's over there, but you wouldn't see it, so that's why I moved it. So I'm definitely showing this one off. I guess your parents were thrilled to speak with the Louisiana Cajun in French. Yeah. So if you, interesting, Dennis, if you saw my video, one of my video when I was in Louisiana, I was on the bayou. It was in the morning, drinking coffee with Danny, and then there were some workers right next to us, like to the house, and I was FaceTiming my parents, and we were speaking French, and they heard me, and they came over and they spoke Cajun French with my parents, and that was a really good experience, really great. Everybody was so happy because they could understand each other, and it was a really interesting connection, and then just a moment shared with people from so far away, on Earth, and they could still understand them and connect. And it was a great moment. And Danny, fortunately, got a snippet, like a clip of us. He filmed us for like 30 seconds on his phone, so I could get that on video and show it to you guys. But that was really cool. My parents, yeah, they were thrilled. They were like, "Oh my god, I can understand you," and all that. And they talked about hunting and other stuff. I mean, it was fun. It was cool. I liked it. That was interesting. You've spoken about American being mean to Americans, but honestly, I feel like French are mean to French. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But it's that's something. I need to make a video about it. It's something you Americans, you guys see as mean when we see it as just being honest. And I know a lot of you guys won't understand me if I say it like that, but it's just we don't really lose time. Like, if we don't like it or like you, we're just gonna say it, and that's gonna be seen as mean, to a lot of people. But it's actually, we're just doing you a favor. Like, we don't like you, just don't lose your time. And I understand it can definitely be seen as mean, but most of the time it's just people being honest, being very franc. How do you say it in English? Being very, yeah, honest, I guess. But yeah. Mhm. Anyway, do you think in English or French? I think in English. I've been thinking in English for years now. If I think in French, something is wrong. That's what it means. Yeah. I wish that I could speak more French phrases outside of travel phrases. Well, I mean, you can just learn some of them like that before traveling or something. That definitely is gonna help. It's gonna help you during your trip. Yeah. Have you seen a real P51 up close yet? Well, yeah, of course. A couple of museums. And I believe the last one was in Louisiana, actually, when we went to the American World War II Museum. Actually, no, I think that was even after I saw another P51. So, yeah. Hola from San Diego. Hola. Buenas tardes. Aquí es la noche. Estoy muy cansada, pero todo bien. Hello. To party with some gumbo. Oh, I saw something. I saw something about like babies in Louisiana and how they're just born differently, and that was so fun. Thank you very much. 60 version 04. Merci salamat for answering my questions. Oh, are you're yeah. Always like translate your comments because you're writing in I think in Malaysian, right? And I've been telling myself I should learn a couple of words just to answer you in your language because that would be fun. Um, but yeah. Um, have you been to the Air and Space Museum in DC? I did twice actually. Uh, it's definitely one of my favorite places to go to. Yeah. Have you? Um, so I would love to talk more people, but I have a huge headache right now, and it's getting late here. And I know you guys have more questions, and I actually did not even talk to you about things I wanted to talk about. So I'm sorry about that. It always goes so fast. It's frustrating. And I'm sorry about that. Chicago, hey, I've been there. Oh, sorry you're late. I was gonna say goodbye. Well, stay tuned because my Chicago videos are gonna come up in the next couple of weeks, and I had a great time. So I hope you're gonna enjoy them actually, because I really did enjoy my time. But yeah, I think I'm gonna say goodbye, people. I definitely wanted to talk more, but I really have a huge hit right now. I had a tough week, a lot going on. It's getting better, but I think mentally I'm a bit exhausted. But still, I'm very glad I could talk to you, and hopefully I answered enough of your questions. I guess maybe I should do a Q&A at some point, make a post so you can just write your question in the comments, and then I will just answer them in a video. But thank you very much for stopping by, for spending this hour and a half almost with me, for chatting. It was nice. I wish I could do that more, but I'm never at the same place every week. It's a different place, so it's very difficult for me to just plan live. And I'm gonna have a good internet connection mostly. But oh, Kansas Grandpa's here. Hi, that's cool. Um, would the green card help with custom? Well, yeah, it would. It would. But when I wanted to get one or ask for one, it was January, and if you want a green card, it's until November something. So I was unfortunately bad timing. But yeah. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. I hope you could understand me. Well, the mic was good, and I hope my accent was not too bad. And I'm losing my voice. I'm sorry. Y- Once again, I really recommend you those nice chocolate I've been munching on during this live. There's only one left. This is how good it is. Yeah, it's the linked one, 70% black, dark. I know a lot of people don't like the dark, but it's actually better for your health. Intense black, I think it's called. Um, and yeah, that's it. Ooh, oh, I will see you. We are Sunday, so I will see you on Wednesday for a special video about things that keep surprising me in the States. The list is so long that I decided to make a video about it. It's gonna be fun. And then on Saturday, I'll see you for my Charleston video, the day I spent in Charleston. So that's it for next week's schedule. Yeah, like a special video, and then the Charleston one, and then the weeks after is just gonna be other like special videos I will try on Wednesday, and every Saturday the new video of my last trip. So I hope you enjoy this little live. You can watch it again on the channel if you've missed the beginning or something like that. Um, Charleston. Oh, okay. Thank you. I knew I was pronouncing it wrong. Oh, good gracious. That means you're going to hear me mispronounce it this whole time. Well, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, Charleston will be the next video. I mean, the video on next Saturday. And yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. And I will see you on Wednesday and in a live. I don't know when, but I will try this time to not make it like 2 months or something like that. But yeah, like I said, I think you can rewatch the live and probably as a chat at the same time. And and yeah, thank you very much for your donations too. It's I really appreciate it. And you can check out my website, which is linked down below, and the merch too if you want. And that's it. Oh, and get excited, people, because next Wednesday you're gonna see some brand new animation that I'm so excited about that you're gonna love, and I just can't wait to see your reaction to them. So, anyway, my P51D Mustang and I are saying goodbye to you, and I will see you in 2 days, 3 days actually. Have a great Sunday evening, afternoon, I guess. And good luck for next week, whatever you're gonna do. Bye bye, people. Are you back home in France? Yes, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back in France. Bye bye. Bonne nuit. Goodbye. Buenas noches.